Cause you about to be an ATLien.
We're gonna talk about KKK, Kim, and Kroy calling the police on each other. I don't know what's going to happen with this divorce, but Kroy actually went onto the Instagrams and threw a little shade at Kim Zolciak. Hold on. So I guess he got his password to his Instagram because Kim had it on lock. So Kroy shared this image on his Instagram in his stories. And it's gone now, I think, unless he didn't block me from his stories. Who knows? But he shared this on his stories. And he said, "Don't be so obvious." And he put a little cartoon character up that kind of looked like KKK Kim Zolciak, except the wig ain't wigging and the lips are a little bit too small to be Kim. But kind of looked like it could possibly be her. So basically, I don't know if we gonna like dissect it. I don't know if he calling her a cartoon character who wants to be in the spotlight or what, but he's telling her not to be so obvious. The word on the curb is that she was begging to come back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and now KKK Kroy is like putting her on blast. You know what they say, the closest people to you will be the demise of you, and he will tell all the secrets. Yes, Kim, Kroy, and the kids. Now, today news came out earlier that Kim and Kroy have been battling. They've been can't get it right. They have been Karens to each other. I would be like, they have been Karening. They've been Karens toward each other. They've been calling the police on each other, child, because they still live in the same house. They don't have no money to move out because Kim done gambled it all away. We looked at the bank statements the other day. Like, she spent all the money on Coinbase. The kids ain't got no food. They ain't got no cereal. They don't know what to do. They're going to get on food stamps. They're going to get on the welfare. They're in that $1 million house. Can't pay for it. They done got an equity loan to pay for it, to get it out of foreclosure. And they just there, honey. They is house poor. They don't have me. I'm trying to figure out how they live and they ain't got no money. Last I looked at the bank statement, they had like $700 in the bank, but it ain't my business. But they still in the same house with the kids. And now on May 2nd of this month, Kroy called the police on Kim. And on May 4th of this month, Kim called the police on Kroy. And it's like, what is this tit for tat? What is y'all doing? I don't understand. Why are y'all calling the police on each other? Each time the police came, the police just told them, y'all some good white people. Because, police don't normally lock up the white people when they call them for domestic violence. It's the black people they be like, we got to lock both y'all up. We don't know who telling the truth. We locking both y'all up. But each time they came to Kim and Kroy's house, they told them they need to get along. They said they need to get along for the sake of the children. Then they left. Exactly. It's so ghetto. It is so ghetto. You keep calling the police. Now, Kroy reportedly called the police on Kim because he wanted to take a shower. Wait. I'm going to read it to you because this is bizarre. Kroy called the police because he wanted to take a shower in the master bathroom, and Kim would not let him. Okay, this was on Radar Online, honey. A tense verbal dispute between Kroy and Kim led the former NFL star to call the cops on her amidst the divorce proceedings. An investigative report obtained by Radar Online detailed the incident that unfolded on May 2nd around 10:23 p.m., noting that Biermann was the first to greet officers upon their arrival. The police initially responded to the house regarding a domestic dispute, although both claimed they did not get physical once officers were actually on the scene. The report stated that the former Real Housewives of Atlanta star Zolciak was refusing to leave the master bathroom despite expressing that he wished to shower. Nothing physical occurred, according to Biermann, who told officers this occasion marked the first time that the police was called in response to an incident involving them. Biermann said there were kids home at the time, but they were already asleep and unaware of any conflict between himself and Zolciak. Excuse me. Kim, however, gave a different perspective. She said that she was on the phone when Kroy began shouting at her and telling her to leave. You know, Kim got them white woman tears. He was yelling at me and he told me to get out. Zolciak said when she attempted to make her exit, Biermann would stand in the doorway and block her, also accusing her ex of chest bumping. Can y'all imagine? This is crazy. Why is y'all in the same house? Somebody gotta go. I cannot stay with you. We supposed to be getting divorced. I don't want to see you. I ain't sharing the bathroom with you. I don't get it, but it ain't my divorce. It's their ghetto divorce. Anyway, I'm digressing. Zolciak also stated that nothing physical occurred on that date. She alleged that Biermann had prevented her from calling 911 in the past. However, by snatching her phone when they would fight. So she was like, we didn't fight before, but I told you they had got it's some proof, it's some court documents that they had got into an altercation back in 2020. Remember I told y'all about that? And they said Kim was violent, allegedly. Anyway, I'm digressing. She said she was advised to call the police if any of those offenses or any other ones occurred. According to the report, it was stated she was told to go to a neighbor's house if necessary. Zolciak also implied that she previously didn't want to get authorities involved to avoid media attention. Why don't y'all just move? Okay. Cops told Biermann to separate from Zolciak for the night so things wouldn't escalate. He was informed that he would be charged with offenses if he prevented Zolciak from calling 911 or forced her to stay in the home in the future. Just like I told you, you know, they came, they saw, and they left. Now, if it was us, one of them would have went to jail, okay? Because the police ain't coming out there for nothing. You didn't waste their hard taxpayers' money to call us on a domestic situation. One of y'all or both of y'all is going to jail, period. But you know, they Caucasian. That's not what happened in the Caucasian household. Now, Kim, 2 days later, the police had to come back to the house. Okay, after Kim said she called the police and accused Kroy of locking up her designer bags and jewelry in a safe. Kroy said you was not going to the pawn shop today. Kroy put the designer bags and jewels in a safe. First of all, y'all going through a divorce. You're not supposed to be taking out your possessions out of the house. So where you going with all the jewelry, Kim? Where's you going with all the purses, Kim? We don't know. Kroy, they're safekeeping so that they can have accountability. So when they need to know what y'all income is and how much money y'all got, it's in the safe. Okay, Kroy was keeping tabs on that because he knows that Kim has a problem. Honey, she probably gonna sell them purses and that jewelry and go down to the casino and play the penny slots. Okay. Anyway, I'm digressing. This is also according to Radar Online. The home of ex-Real Housewives star Kim Zolciak and her estranged husband is becoming an increasingly volatile place. A police report claims on May 4th, only 2 days after 911 was called to deal with a separate domestic dispute involving the parties, officers were back at their home over Kim claiming that Kroy took her and over property Kim claimed that Kroy took from her and locked in a safe. I don't know. This is so ghetto. During questioning, Biermann admitted to responding police officers that he was allegedly attacked by Kim, claiming that he has an audio recording to prove it. Kroy then advised that Kim had punched him in the back of the head during an earlier altercation concerning the disputed property. Kim is violent. He said according to the May 4th report by a Milton, Georgia police officer that arrived at the home. Biermann told the officer he didn't have any visible injuries or evidence to prove that Kim had caused any injuries to him other than an audio recording of the incident. But he said she hit him. Why they didn't take her to jail? She should have been in jail. It was her word against his word. I'm just saying, Kim is violent. That's ghetto. That's just anyway. As Radar Online first reported, Biermann and Zolciak filed their divorce petitions on May 8th. Oh, okay, the divorce was May 8th. On May 2nd, Kroy called the police. On May 4th, Kim called the police. And then on May 8th, Kroy filed for divorce. And then Kim filed right after him because she was racing to the courthouse, but Kroy beat her. This is a mess, honey. Both asked the court to award them primary custody of their 4 minor kids. You know, it's Kim, Kroy, and the kids. KKK. Kim, Kroy, Cash, Kroy Jr., Kaya, and Kane. All the K's. The K, the K, the K, the K, the K. Okay. But as the bare knuckle divorce brawl drags out in court, the emotional couple are still living under the same roof where the children reside and the parents meltdowns daily. At one point during the May 4th involved a verbal dispute over marital property. The responding officer scolded the feuding pair, advising them to behave for the sake of their shell-shocked children watching the drama unfold. I'm pissed off reading this. That's child abuse. Okay, that's child abuse. If an officer had came to a black house, they would have said that is child endangerment. Y'all are arguing and fighting in front of these kids. We need to remove you from the home. But no, they told them to calm down and behave. I'm just saying, y'all pay attention. Several times during our encounter, the officers employed Kroy and Kim to remain civil due to the presence of their 4 juvenile children. The police responded to the home at 6:49 p.m. after Zolciak called 911 to report Biermann had locked her designer purse and jewelry worth $175,000 along with her passport in the home's basement safe. Kim alleged that Kroy had taken the property that did not belong to him and it was a premarital asset. Biermann told the responding officers the items were marital property and accused Zolciak of having a gambling problem and losing a large sum of money recently. Remember, we talked about that Kim lost $250,000 in the Bahamas just 2 weeks prior to them filing for divorce. Now here is Kroy. She like a crackhead. He is hiding the money. He is hiding the jewelry. He is hiding everything that is expensive so that she won't take it like a crackhead to the pawn shop and sell it so that she can fuel her addiction, allegedly. Anyway, after some prodding, Biermann retrieved the items from the safe, but not before telling the reality star to leave the room because he didn't want her to see where he had hidden the key. Oh, that sounds like crack. As the officers were leaving, Zolciak was seen furiously loading a white Range Rover with her personal belongings, purses, glasses, handbags, and other items in an apparent attempt to keep Biermann from seizing them. Zolciak even begged the officers to remain on the scene to prevent her ex from stopping her. In retaliation, the former NFL star whipped out his cell phone camera to record the event, presumably for court. This is messy. Ooh. We're going to have cell phone footage, okay? We're going to have cell phone footage. Kroy, mbrown@atln.com, Kroy. Send it to me, Kroy. Send me a copy of those. I don't need to see what happened. Kroy, I'm on your side. Anywho, it says Kim and Kroy engaged in several verbal disagreements, which included Biermann putting his attorney on speakerphone so that his estranged wife could hear the definition of marital property. This is a mess. While preparing the 5-page police report, Biermann called 911 at 10:42 p.m. to report that Zolciak was using his credit card. This is the 3rd time police was called. And 10:42 on the 4th, okay? And Zolciak was using his credit card, sparking another dispute over whether the card was marital property. Kim is, child. But it didn't end there. At 1:19 a.m., Zolciak called 911 to report she returned to the house to retrieve medication from her bedroom, but Biermann had allegedly barricaded himself inside and was refusing to unlock the door. He told the officers he's placed the medication in the hallway. If they didn't call the police not once, not twice, but 4 times. One of them should have went to jail. Who I got to report? Who do I need to call at the Milton Police Department? One of them deserved to be in jail. We need a mugshot after all this. Now, I'm just saying. When Zolciak called the police again, that's 5 times. They suggested she call an ambulance to transport her to the hospital. She instead decided to sleep in another room. You see how they treat white people over black people? I'm just saying, do y'all see? I know some white people watching. You see the privilege that y'all have over us? Because there's no way that I could have called the police 5 times in one night, arguing with my ex, soon to be ex-husband in the same house, and one of us was still there and they didn't arrest one of us. I'm just saying, they would have left one of us to take care of kids, but one of us was going to jail that night. I'm just saying. But they told Kim to go to the hospital, but she said, never mind, I'm gonna sleep in the spare bedroom. They got like 15,000 square feet. I don't understand why they arguing. But anyway, they still did. That's it. That's all I got, child. That's all I got for Kim. Y'all like, what do y'all think about this Kim and Kroy divorce? It's so much. It is too much. You said the black folks may have been tased. Somebody was going to jail. Somebody was going to be handcuffed for the safety of the officers involved. You know, while we get the story from Kim, Kroy would have been, if they was black now, just imagine if they was black. Kroy would have been over there in handcuffs while Kim telling the story, talking about he stole all her $175,000 and her money, and the police would have took him to jail that night. I'm just letting you know. Anyway, it's a hot mess. A hot mess. I'm just saying, Nene was right. Just the privilege of it all. But we'll see it unfold, honey. You know, it is what it is. Ooh, I wish there was some cameras following them around. But Kroy got that cell phone footage, honey. That cell phone footage is worth some money, Kroy. I got my big Google check on the 21st now. I got a little bit, Kroy. Call me, Kroy. I can help you, Kroy. I can put a dent in them bills. Send me. I want to see Kim arguing with the police and throwing all her designer purses in the car. I just want to see it. Anyway, I'm digressing. Okay, moving on. Like this video as y'all get in here, please and thank you. You said TMZ gonna be hiding in their bushes. Okay, Kroy didn't lock up those nasty wigs. He didn't care about them wigs, honey. He did not care about them wigs. Kroy is like, I can sell these Birkins, I can sell these Louis Vuittons, I can sell this, and maybe I could put a dent into some of this money she has gotten out of my bank account. And she's still using the charge card. It is just a mess. It is just a mess. Exactly. They would have been locked up with child endangerment, all kind of stuff. What? It's a mess. It's just ghetto. Anyway, moving on from Kim and Kroy's ghetto divorce situation, ghetto drama, honey. They getting the police involved.